Hello everyone, I'm Endymion for the Dork at Arms, etc., and this is a bit of a... Hold on, let me change the lighting real quick. This is a bit of a somewhat impromptu video, based around some thinking, some academic planning, etc., etc. A lot of this... I'm gonna lower that. A lot of this comes down to what exactly are my plans for specifically the Art and Science of Fightbooks, which is sort of the preliminary podcast thing that I wanted to do, that I already have a video on. So that video was not as well planned as I would have liked it, and it was originally done and formatted as an academic assignment. And it was originally made for the intended audience of my professor. So there's a lot of academies, there's a lot of brief review of academic theory from media anthropology that is loosely applied to my preliminary argument, which the more I'm starting to read, the more I'm starting to question. But that's good. That's how you do science. And that is my biggest, most prevalent critique of this video, is I was approaching with a presupposed conclusion, which is pseudoscience. I didn't cherry-pick evidence, but I cherry-picked arguments, if that makes sense. Like the philosophical tools and everything. So, what I'm going to do for the future of the Art and Science of the Fightbooks, or Art and Science of Fightbooks, I'm going to play around with the title. I'm going to mark that original video as proof of concept. If you go in the video now, it'll probably be already edited to say that. But I'm not going to be able to actually start that series in earnest until I actually have the time and resources to really read the sources that I'm collecting, analyze them, synthesize them, and then write my script. The PowerPoint is kind of easier for me. The one thing that I should point out is that this is only about 5 months off, if even that. But I'm going to be sharing some academic presentations, some 5 to 10 minute presentations on academic readings from one of my classes, which will be a religious studies course. This is to help me get familiar with presentation and get better at presenting within a limited time span, because that was something that I struggled with 2 other academic assignments that are presently on my YouTube channel. The Art and Science of the Fightbook and reviewing Split with Freud and Foucault, if you remember those. The preliminary plan for the Art and Science of Fightbooks is to meditate on how to rewrite these for the sort of lay anthropologist the anthropologist and the lay scholar of HEMA, so that you can come together, as it were, 2 audiences becoming one, effectively and in a way that is actually kind of entertaining. So the wording will be a lot less academies, even though there will be some in there, just because you can't really get around it when you're talking about, history, fencing, art, and science, and how they're conflated and everything with science. There are certain bits that I'm going to keep. I particularly like my explanation of why fencing is both an art and a science, but I'm going to expound on that. The actual true pilot of the Art and Science of Fightbooks, or the Fightbooks, or the Fightbook. Again, I'm going to play around with the title. That one is just going to be an introduction to what I want this to be, and what my plans are, and gauge interest, among other things. So for now, just that's on hold for a bit. My Some of my academic work is still going to be fencing-centric, but there's going to be other bits, like specifically with my like religious studies minor and everything, so there's going to be there's going to be kind of a lull in content. I may be only able to upload once every 2 weeks, but it's mostly going to be book reviews, shorts, movie reviews, those 10 or so religious studies presentations if I can manage those, and every now and again I might be able to do a product review. Maybe. I'm not sure. It all depends on what I have time for, because I've got a job, I've got the club, I've got my own fencing club that, if you don't know, I'm a member of, that I'm trying to help out with. And then I've also got a CA project, and then I've also got just basic socializing and gotta find time to relax, and I'm also in the honors program, so a lot of research, a lot of reading. So that is my plan. I will have a video coming out this upcoming Monday, and I hope to see you guys sticking around. Thank you to new subscribers and old subscribers. If you're interested in anything on this channel, continue to watch. Subscribe if you want more, like if you'd like to, and leave recommendations or critiques in the comments. I'm open to it. So I am Endymion for the Dork at Arms, etc. Thank you.